Hi everybody, welcome back to my Arizona little urban homestead. I'm Tiffany and I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support that you've shown me so far with my gardening adventure. This is a big adventure for me that I am learning to grow things for my family. So I have a lot of stuff that's blooming and blossoming, and I just want to take you guys on a little tour and show you what I got going on. So one of the major things I really wanted to learn to do was to prepare my own seasoning. I didn't want to have to depend on getting a lot of seasonings from grocery stores and already pre-made and pre-bottled. So my herbs, which are right here, are such a big important part of my growth to me. So I've learned to cook with them and be able to make great tasting meals with them, which I hope to share with you guys later on in my channel. And I have also learned drying them, best ways to dry them, best ways not to dry them, how to store them, and all those different things. It's still a learning curve, but I'm excited that the process is actually going. I have the green beans that I got from the library. I did a video which will be out soon on how to get free seeds from your local library, and these are more of them that I got right here. These are actually green beans. They're rattlesnake bush bean, which looks like they might vine, so I don't know if that was marked correctly. But it doesn't look like it's vining crazy like my other pole beans. The lavender still has not given me more flowers, and I still have the kale. It's going good, and along with the oregano and the rosemary and the thyme. So up here I do have another mint plant. This one I didn't grow from seed, I did buy from sprouts. So I'm actually going to repot it in a bigger plant because we love mojitos here, and these ones are not keeping up with our friends and family on the mojito trend. This is my English thyme that I love. I started using this in a lot of different recipes. And it has such a great flavor to it. So this one is one of my favorites. And then I have basil back there, which these are my smaller basil plants. The ones in the beds have grown way bigger. And then the rosemary is still doing good, and then also the sage is doing good. I had dill in this one right here, if you guys can see, a long time ago that seeded somewhere else. And I've got this one little dill that's coming up, and I've been babying it, so we're gonna see where it goes from there. I did have some casualties. This lavender plant, I don't know what it is, I just can't grow lavender when it's small or from seed, because I tried from seed, it died. I got a little transplant, it died. And then my big one I bought as a big one, and all the flowers died off of it within a couple of days. So I don't know. I think that this basil is finally starting to go to seed. I don't know how long I have to wait for it. I mean, some of it's still green, as you guys can see, but I'm not sure. So if you guys know how long I'm supposed to wait, please tell me in the comments. I've just been trying to learn to save seeds, so I decided to let this one go to seed so I can learn to save them. The tomato plant, on the other hand, oh my goodness guys, look at this! It is finally giving me a little tomato. This purple Cherokee has dropped its flowers so many times, it's been unreal. But finally, we've got, get that leaf out of there, we've got a baby tomato coming on. Well, I'm excited about that. So if you guys have watched my other video, you know that Swiss chard, it's It's my thing. I grow a lot of Swiss chard. It grows easy in the desert for me. I haven't tried growing it in the middle of August because I have not gotten there as a gardener yet. So we will see how that goes. I'm actually putting the shade cloth back up tonight. Well, after I get done with this video, because it's going to be reaching 91 degrees today, and I'm pretty sure all of the plants are over it. Yesterday got to about 86 and they weren't too happy. So one thing that I'm doing is I really want to protect these. I pick them when they're really young. I only let them get about that tall and then I pick them. And that's because, one, it grows a lot, so it's able to give me meals quickly, and then two, that's one of the ways I manage to be able to keep pests down. One of the things that I learned from Kelly Kim was that you could cut an entire top off of a kale plant and it'll grow back. Now this kale plant I left and came back from vacation and it was covered in aphids, covered in aphids, and I didn't really know what to do. So although I saw her do it, I was really afraid that my favorite kale plant that gives me so much kale was going to die and never come back. So I took a chance, took a leap of faith, and I just cut the entire top off of it. And as you can see, it's grown back. Much to my distress, my favorite kale plant is actually growing back. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've actually gotten a lot of growth, and this has just happened in the past couple of days. And there are even little leaves down here trying to poke through and make an appearance. So one thing I did not know about green bean, if you guys follow me on Instagram and it's Team Benson Wines, you'll see that I posted a picture of that Grazel squash. I think it's called a Grazel. I may be saying that wrong, guys. I'll put a name right here so that you guys can see it. But it has the brightest yellow. It's almost like a yellow orange flower that comes with it, that just pops up. All of the other squash plants have been just regular yellow, but this one, when it pops, it is beautiful. So you guys should grow this plant just for the novelty alone. So far with my squash plants, and this is all my squash plants, I've only been getting the female flower, or the male flowers that have been opening. So I'm waiting for the female flowers. My okra, on the other hand, in the pots, have gotten pretty tall. Now these ones I grew from seeds, and I grew these ones later than the other ones that are in my bed. And these ones actually seem to be doing better in the pots for me. They got a lot taller, and now you'll see that they're starting to produce flowers. So I don't know if it's better in Arizona to do okra in pots, or if it's better to do them in flowers, or I don't know if it's better to do okra in Arizona in pots, or if it's better to do it in a raised bed. So we will see, I guess, with production wise, which one is better. I do have some tomatoes that are getting really big, and this one is a bush Goliath is what this one is. And there's lots of little, as you guys can see, that's a new little one. There's lots of tomatoes on here. There's one even down there. So it only gets to be about this big. I mean, it doesn't seem to be getting any bigger than this. It grew a little bit after I got it, but it doesn't seem to be getting any bigger. And now it's starting to put off a lot of fruit, so I'm excited about it. My best friend passed away, and I've been growing her forget-me-not flowers, and I think that I'm finally going to get little flowers. So I'm really excited about that because it is a great way to remember her, and the sun has been trying to beat these ones up, so I'm excited that they are now starting to potentially probably get a little flower to them. The shishito peppers are constantly putting out more and more shishito peppers. I'm excited because these ones are amazing. The jalapeno peppers also are putting out a lot of jalapenos. I actually have a jar inside that I pulled a bunch of the jalapenos from this plant, and I have been saving them so that I can can them and pickle them. This little guy is the poblano pepper, and it's actually starting to finally grow. I've taken it from different spots in my garden and tossed it all around this place to try and get it to grow, and it's finally starting to grow. And if you guys can see really closely, I'm finally starting to get a few little buds. So all of these flowers, I realized that you could reseed. Didn't know that, but I bought one tray of flowers last October, and I've just been using the seeds and just kind of putting them back in the pot, as you guys can see right there, and they just keep growing and being beautiful. My mother used to grow these when I was young, so it's always great to see in the garden and in my garden. Alright guys, so I want to give a big shout out to All Purpose Mom. She has been trying to help me save my banana peppers, which have blossom and rot. So I will link down below her channel. She has an amazing channel. I've learned a lot, and she's another gardener here in Arizona, which is in the middle of the desert, if you guys don't remember. So you guys should check her out. She has a lot going on in her garden. But one of the plants I think I'm saving, the other one, it's gone, guys. This is my precious banana pepper. As you guys can see, I don't know what this is, but it is just destroyed this banana pepper all over it. And then the leaves just one day came out and just dropped off. I sprayed neem oil on it, and I've also done the garden lime, and there's eggshells. I did everything, and it just died. So I think that one's over it. This one, on the other hand, is doing a lot better. I'm starting to see a little bit of purple on like some of these, and some of them though are doing just amazing, and I think I can get through with them. I don't know if this is sunburn or what, but it's happening on some of the leaves. It's also happening on my red bell pepper one, and a little bit on my poblano peppers. So I'm going to put the shade cloth back up and see how that goes. But the garden lime and me taking off the banana peppers that were infected and then using the garden lime so far has helped. But this one, I think we're done. So this is another jalapeno plant that I'm excited for. We love jalapenos in this family. Being in Arizona, jalapenos are a big staple. So I have some little ones coming on, and then I also have some flowers too as well. So this one is now producing fruit, and I'm pretty stoked about it. What I'm waiting for are these poblanos. I absolutely love poblano peppers. If you guys have not had them, actually use them in place of bell peppers. They have a lot more flavor, and they're just amazing. And these ones finally have little flowers to them. I started these from seed, and so guys, Armenian cucumbers are my jam. I absolutely love Armenian cucumbers. I can eat them actually as full-blown meals. Just cut them up and put some salt and pepper on them and just eat them by the barrel. So I am super excited to be growing Armenian cucumbers, and I'm even more excited for this. Look at, now my patty pan squashes are now getting huge, and they are starting to release some flowers. I've only gotten male flowers from this one, but on this one I am starting to see little female starts. They're not quite ready to flower yet, but they're getting there. And I'm excited because I have been wanting to grow these two plants forever. This one is a white scallop patty pan squash. There's also some basil hiding back here, and then over there my watermelon's still doing well, and my cantaloupe is just taking over the world and living its best life. So hopefully that doesn't kill the watermelon, which, hey guys, look! I hope you guys can see that, but that was a bee. They're rare. They're rare here in Arizona, so I'm excited about that one. Oh, there's one. Now, I absolutely love and adore okra. I have okra kind of planted all over my garden in hopes that I get an abundance of okra that I can make some gumbo, some okra stew with, because there's nothing like fresh okra. I mean, you could buy it frozen, you could buy it, and when you get it from the store, it's all like, you know, been sitting there forever. So there is nothing like fresh okra. So the fact that I have some okra on this plant makes me happy, and it warms my heart. This is the okra plants that are in my raised beds. Now, these ones I all started from seed. They're all Clemson spineless, just like the other ones, but they're not as tall, but they have more leaves. These ones struggled because I had them planted way earlier than I did the other ones. The ones in the back, one of the okra plants that was back there died, and so I replanted 2 seeds earlier in about, I want to say late April, and they are growing up, so I'm excited about that. But I did, on the other hand, start getting in a lot of okra. So this one is not quite ready yet, so I've been watching it because okra will go from a little bit to massive overnight. And then the last thing I have, guys, is my corn. Look at this. Now, I've never grown corn before, so I do not know if I'm doing this right, but I'm excited. Like, this one corn plant has 3 corns on it. This one seems a little skinny, and it's starting to dry out, so we will see if that one actually got pollinated and is actually going to do anything. But I've got tassels coming over there, and this one now is full, which I'm going to try to self-pollinate in order to get that little guy going for sure. And maybe even share some with these ones because they're all the same okra plant. And this one doesn't seem to be giving me anything anymore. But this one, on the other hand, is full of pollen. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the walk through my garden. My little garden dog isn't feeling so well. He's getting old. He turned 10 this year and now is starting to slow down. So he's over here. We'll do a little shot of him just so he can say goodbye to you guys too. Do you want to say goodbye? Aww. Love your furry friends, guys, because they are your best friend for their entire lives.